And now with this week's technology report is Niambi McDonald. Niambi has the story of one Temple student who's living without a piece of technology most people can't live without.
Thanks, Josh. It seems you can't walk anywhere on campus without seeing someone on a cell phone. Most people probably couldn't imagine life without one, but there's one Temple student who is doing just that. Updates Lindsay Bittler has the story.
Meet Jen. Jen is a typical Temple student, except for one detail. Jen doesn't own a cell phone.
I never had a cell phone to begin with, so I'm not really seeing an absence of anything. I don't lack anything. There's nothing unusual for me about it.
I think it's the strangest thing I've ever heard. And it's actually very inconvenient to be in a board with her because sometimes we need her and we can't find her. And I have to dial a 1300 dorm room number, which that's weird.
Jen's lack of mobile device is becoming a rarity in this digital age. According to a Ball State University study, 99.8% of college students own a cell phone.
I don't have anything against technology. I'm just like a normal person. I use social networking websites, I go online, certainly all those sorts of things. But I get a lot of people who heckle me for it. I get a lot of people that are like, oh, Jen, I'm so frustrated to have a cell phone. And I guess frustrating people is one of the big issues.
It's very frustrating for her to not have a cell phone because when she's needed, because if she's supposed to be somewhere or knows something that we need to know, she's not reachable and it just delays our process further and it's very frustrating. So as much as I love Jen, it's very frustrating.
Jen is on a pre-med track and admits she's going to have to get a cell phone one day. But she says the transition certainly won't be easy.
When I text from someone else's cell phone, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, how do you send this? How do you get the H on this? How does this work? I'm always like wondering how it works and it takes me like a few minutes to like send out a single message. So I think just trying to figure the thing out at first.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Lindsay Bittler.
Guys, I couldn't even imagine life without my cell phone.
Yeah, I know I do everything with mine.
Thanks, Niambi. Still to come on Temple Update, Megan McNerney will be here with news on this year's much-anticipated Spring Fling.
Don't go away, Temple Update will be right back.
Up on Temple Update. In sports, one Temple Owl played in Houston at this year's Final Four. And there's new artwork on display at Temple's Tyler School of Art. When Temple Update continues. Hello and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Rudy Mezzi. Now, while baseball is in full swing, no pun intended, the basketball season is just wrapping things up and thinking about next year. But the one owl who's still messing around on the hardwood is the rebound king himself. If you thought the loss against San Diego State was going to be Lavoy Allen's last game as a college player, you were wrong. Lavoy was invited to play in the Reese's All-Star Game in Houston before the NCAA Final Four games. Lavoy was one of 20 college seniors selected to the Reese's All-Star Game. And even though the East lost 113-108, Lavoy finished with 11 points and 8 rebounds during his 20 minutes of play. And even though Ryan Ferguson's 26-game hit streak was snapped against Dayton, it didn't take long for the baseball team to eclipse last year's win total of 14. After 26 games, the Owls stand at 15-11. Here's the bad news. The Owls are 2-5 in conference play, but they hope to iron that out in their next two series against conference opponents. And those next two series are against LaSalle and Massachusetts, with a break between, to take on Rutgers. All those games are at the beautiful Skip Wilson Field in Ambler, where the Owls have actually yet to lose this year. Temple also makes stops in Delaware, Maryland, and New Orleans this month. And a who's who of men's basketball team staffers showed up at the end of the year banquet this week. In attendance was Coach Dunphy, former Coach John Chaney, and of course all the players. However, two players stuck out significantly at this annual celebration. I was at Mitten Hall for the story. Every year when the men's basketball season comes to a close, they have a banquet. They have food, they have speeches, and they have a chance to say goodbye to their seniors. But in a season full of milestones, Lavoy Allen agrees that there were a handful of memorable moments.
Had a great team, a lot of memorable moments with them, and it was just a senior year. You have to go out with a bang. Another last-year player, Dutch Gately, says the past 12 months have been the highlight of his life.
Phenomenal. It was the greatest year of my life. Nothing will ever. I'd be surprised if anything ever compares to it.
and he looks to continue that in a different role next season.
Luckily, Dutch is going to be with us next year. He's going to be taking Dion Dacon's spot. It's actually a graduate manager position.
As for Lavoie's future, he just wants to continue doing what he does best.
Playing basketball somewhere, whether it's in the NBA, overseas, D-League, doesn't matter, just playing somewhere.
And while it will be tough without Lavoie, Coach Dunphy admits that the team will have to move on without him.
We have to continue without him. It's not something I'm necessarily looking forward to, but he's been a tremendous basketball player for us. I can't imagine anybody having as much impact on our basketball program as Lavoie Allen. And a lot of what he didn't show up in the box score.
And guys, that story, and most of all my stories, to be honest with you, would not be possible without Larry Doherty, who's the sports information director here. I just want to give him a shout out for winning the Irvin T. Marsh Award this year. It's a great honor.
It's a very deserving award for a very hardworking man.
Sure.
Thanks, Rudy. This week's music trivia honors one of the best pop divas of the last decade.
Here's Dana Stemrich.
Britney Spears just released her newest album, Femme Fatale, that features her newest single, Till the World Ends. That means the pop diva has released 7 albums so far in her career, but she calls this newest one the best. This brings us to the music trivia question of the week. What Britney Spears song lasted the longest on the Billboard charts? Is it A, Baby One More Time, B, Toxic, or C, Oops, I Did It Again? I'll be back in 60 seconds with the answer. And the answer is A, Baby One More Time. While she may have 7 albums, Britney's original work is still some of the most popular. Baby One More Time lasted on the Billboard charts for 32 weeks and was voted by Billboard as Britney's top song. This has been the music trivia question of the week. I'm Dana Stemrich.
Megan McNerney is here with this week's entertainment report. Megan, I hear the Boyer College is doing some great things for the community.
Yeah, I might take some of these classes myself. Thanks, Jen. Temple University's Boyer College of Music and Dance is offering a music prep program through its Center for Lifelong Learning. The program allows a variety of individual lessons and group enrichment opportunities. Classes are available for both children and adults. For more information, visit temple.edu/Boyer/musicprep. As part of Greek Week, Temple University's Greek Association hosted the annual Greek Sing. Held in the Temple Performing Arts Center, IFC, Panhell, and Multicultural Greek Associations performed dances to show off their talent. The winner of this competition will be announced April 10th at the Greek Week award ceremony in the Student Center. That's a lot of Greeks. Spring Fling is back on Temple's campus on Tuesday, April 12th, or the rain date Wednesday, April 13th. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Many organizations will have tables set up throughout League Course Walk with a variety of activities, games, and food. There will also be a surprise announcement revealing the performers for the concert scheduled on May 2nd. The Tyler School of Art is presenting the MFA Thesis Exhibitions. The exhibitions are the culmination of each student's 2-year career at Tyler. For many of the students, it is their first professional solo show. The series includes students from all departments, including painting, sculpture, jewelry, and photography. The event is held every Wednesday for the rest of the semester and is free and open to the public. Now, it's not just Temple's talented masterclass exhibit that lines the halls of the art school. Update's Darius Scott has more on the Tyler School of Art's annual freshman exhibit.
Temple University's Tyler School of Art's annual student exhibition is a presentation of their first-year students' foundation courses. For many students, this spring gallery is their first professional exhibition. Others are used to putting their work in the limelight.
This is my 6th show. I've done three high school-based shows with the Museum of Modern Art in New York. I've done 2 shows at Cooper Union for the advancement of science and art in New York City also.
This exhibition includes students from a variety of Tyler's departments. There's painting, sculpture, fibers, photography, drawing, and much more.
They take a drawing class, 2D classes, 3D classes. They get exposed to a lot of different media. They work with printmaking media. They work with, some of them cast glass. They learn to use power tools in the wood shop. They learn to cast ceramics. So they get a little bit of taste of everything that they might eventually major in, and that sort of prepares them for what they might do later on.
It's a lot of hard work that goes into these exhibitions. The students are proud of their work, and they want others to know it.
It gives a chance to show the rest of not only Tyler students, but the rest of the community exactly what we're doing and the amount of work that we're putting in. I mean, this is only a small example of how much work comes out of the foundation year and how much people put into it.
The Tyler Foundation Annual Jury Exhibition is open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. It will be open to the public. It is running until April 9th. Reporting from Temple Update, I'm Darius Scott.
I wonder if they're giving lessons, because I have no artistic ability whatsoever.
Yeah, I could use some art lessons from them myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm in the same boat. Thanks, Megan. Last year's the Masters Golf Tournament was the first nationally televised sporting event broadcasted in 3D. This year, it's featured in a video game. The video game Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2012, the Masters, features the Augusta National Golf Club for the first time. You can choose from more than 20 PGA Tour professionals and play through from Amen Corner to the 18th green. The game hit stores just in time for this year's Masters and is available for Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3.
The ladies of Phi Sigma Sigma made grilled cheese to fundraise for Treehouse Books. Treehouse Books is an after-school program on Susquehanna Avenue in Philadelphia where local children go for a fun place to do their homework and hang out with their friends. Phi Sigma Sigma raised over $500 from selling dollar grilled cheeses to the Temple community.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Temple Update. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube by searching Temple Update.
And you can also watch us on TUTV, Comcast Channel 50, or Verizon Channel 45. For Josh Filomeno and the rest of the Temple Update team, I'm Jennifer Lee. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.